being here this evening. A couple things to report out on. First of all, January is School Board Appreciation Month. Linden Community School Board members are and have been champions for our students. Thank you to our extraordinary school board members. Your guidance and decision making are crucial in shaping the future of our students and providing them with the best opportunities to learn and grow. On behalf of Linden Community Schools and the Michigan Association of School Boards, I would like to present each of you with a gift, with a certificate of appreciation for your dedication to our children and public education in the state of Michigan. So thank you. Board members, you are invited to attend the Genesee County Association of School Board Members upcoming presentation on Thursday, February 19th. The event, titled Guiding Public Schools for Increasing Academic Achievement, promises to be an informative evening. Dinner will be served at 5:30 and the presentation starts at 6. Please RSVP to Ms. Callard by February 13th if you are interested in going. In regards to our student board reps, Ella Clark and I are planning to interview 3 Linden High School students who have applied for the student board representative position. Interviews are scheduled for Wednesday, January 28th. The new student board rep will work alongside Ella for the rest of the second semester and continue in this position until the end of the 26-27 school year. Earlier this week, I attended the Fenton Rotary meeting and the presentation titled AI, or Artificial Intelligence, in Our Community, given by Michael Griggs. The presentation was helped to inform community members about the use of artificial intelligence, what to look for, and what not to look for. EOP update. Last week, I was part of the committee that reviewed the new countywide emergency operations plan. The state of Michigan has released an EOP that Genesee County is using as a guide to revise the current EOP. The revised emergency operation plan is more detailed and has enhancements that are not found in the state's EOP. Once approved by the Genesee County Superintendents, individual districts will review and cater to the needs of their individual districts. Vending machines. Pete Gleason, our athletic director, Liz Monaco, our community ed director, and I met with Shane LaRocco, owner of the Dragonfly Vending. We discussed the benefits of using Dragonfly Vending to place smart snack machines in Linden High School, the multi-purpose building, and Linden Middle School. The machines are intelligent machines that accept money, credit card, debit cards, Apple Pay, or Google Pay. The machines will be filled with smart snack certified food and drinks. In return, Linden will receive a percentage of the total gross monthly sales. This revenue will be distributed to the buildings that the machines are located in. In the end, Linden students will have healthy choices throughout the day and after school, and Linden Community Schools will generate a small amount of revenue. And last but not least, I would like to formally introduce Nicole Coley Barkey Rollins. Coley is our new early childhood director. Come on up here for a minute, Coley, so everybody can see you. Coley comes to Linden. Coley comes to Linden with many years of early childhood experience, including her time at the Genesee Intermediate School District as the director of GSRP. Coley, welcome to Linden Community Schools. Thank you. And that's all I have for this evening.
Thank you, Russ. Yeah, and on behalf of the Board of Education as well, welcome, Coley. Nice to meet you formally. Yeah. Any board members with reports this evening? All right, seeing none, the only other thing I was just going to mention is I know I do plan to attend the event on February 19th. I think Mr. Montague will be there and Ms. Hanson as well. I don't know if anybody else is RSVP'd or not, but it should be a good event for anybody who wants to attend. So. All right, up first this evening are our special presentations and recognitions. I do think I neglected to mention at the beginning of the meeting, if you do plan to make a public comment this evening, if you bring your comment card to Mrs. Callard at this time, that would be helpful. Thank you. And we will move forward with our first item on our special presentations, which is Board of Education Appreciation. I always say this is a weird meeting because I appreciate the appreciation, but it also feels weird inviting people to appreciate you. So I'll just get that on the way before it becomes even more awkward than it already has become for me. So up first this evening, I'll welcome Jeff Nagy with our LEA group. Who I know, impressive.
hard time in here, but we do appreciate all the work you guys put in, and lead the district, support us as much as you do. It really is appreciated, across the board. Thank you.
It's not done. Thank you, Josh. Please pass along our thank you to the group as well. All right, I'm just gonna go in the order, that's on my sheet here, so it'll be a surprise to everybody, what order we go in, and we'll go next with, Central Elementary. Central Elementary Student Council group is here, I believe, Mrs. Morford.
Good evening. Wow, what a turnout. Thank you all for coming. I want to thank all of you board members for being such an amazing group, putting your time and efforts in to make Linden a great place to be for not just Central students, but for all students and families. I would like to invite, and they're everywhere, Central Student Council members who are here tonight. Come on up. And Mrs. Perkins, our fearless, one of our fearless student council leaders. They would like to share with you some sweet treats, as well as some important messages, with you in just a minute.
I also have a student council member who would like to say something to all of you.
Mr. C, it might be dying or something.
Okay, let's just trade it out, be done with it.
Just kidding.
No, let's just.
Oh, now it's green.
I would like to introduce, this is Josie Clark, and she is in Mr. Son and Mrs. Perkins' classroom, and she has something to say.
Thank you for taking the time to clear up any issue Linden might have had. Thank you for representing Linden at countless meetings. We greatly value and appreciate the commitment you all put to make Linden a better place for students and teachers. P.S. Thank you for the snowy last week.
Thank you so much. I always appreciate when students say something, because that's really brave to do, especially in front of such a big group. So thank you for your kind words, and your gifts, and, I always feel a little bit guilty though, like the board's not really responsible for the snow days, so there's a dirty little secret for you. But we like it as well. We find out just a few minutes before you do, and maybe sometimes have a little bit of discussion in the matter, but not much.
And our kids always think that we know, so then I'll ask us
Oh,
and
yeah.
give advance notice.
Oh, yeah, we
don't
get
have
lots of
much,
texts,
yeah.
I'm like, I might be able to give you like a 3-minute warning, so I just stand up to you at all, but anyway, you're welcome for that. We'll keep encouraging the people that are making those decisions to make good ones for you. All right, up next is, Linden Middle School Student Council.
Hello. Believe it or not, we actually have more kids in student council than this, but we wanted to bring as many out as possible just to show how much we are thankful for you guys and everything you do, because this would not be possible without you. So I'm gonna let them take over because they wanted to handle this all themselves, so I'm very proud, so here they are.
Good evening, everyone. We are the Linden Middle School Student Council, and we're here tonight to speak for the favor of all students in our school district. This evening, we would like to really say thank you.
We are grateful for all the time that you give, which includes long work days, attending these meetings, thinking through every report that comes your way, and making decisions that affect every single student in these schools. Many of these endeavors happen behind the scenes, yet they make a huge impact on our daily lives.
Seeing the work you do, our schools are kept as warm, welcoming places for students to thrive. You have all helped us on getting useful, smart school supplies like technology and textbooks to support our everyday life. You have put time, effort
announce many things such as opinions of others and knowing that the decision you're making will affect hundreds of students. Even though appreciation might not be shown with every resolved thing, we are full of gratitude that our voices have been heard. Because deep down, we know that the work you are doing is what is best for our school environment.
So, on behalf of the student body, we would like to thank you for always believing in us, investing countless hours of thinking through your decisions, and working tremendously hard to make sure we have the best school environment possible. Go Eagles!
Well, thank you very much for the very nice gift, very useful gift too, all of it, thank you. And, also for the very kind words that you wrote and spoke to us, that's really meaningful. And thank you all for being here, holy moly. I didn't know if there was like a choir arriving or what was happening back there, but this is amazing that the student council is this big and there's even more. So thank you all for being here, this evening, and thank you to the teachers who are leading the student council groups as well for being here also. All right, up next is Linden Elementary. I have the Linden Elementary third graders on here, I think, and Mrs. Strickler maybe.
Good evening. On behalf of Linden Elementary staff and students, I'd like to extend our sincere thanks to the Board of Education. The work that you do does not go unnoticed. We are very aware that what we see is just a small fraction of what you do, and you are very appreciated. And we have 6 third graders who their classroom teachers chose to represent us today to share a message. Better look out. They're gonna take your job from you, but be careful. And a Linden student handmade these. Madeline Reinfelder. Awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, next on my list, I have our Early Childhood Center and, Foley, Sparky Rumlins.
Completely sat on the wrong side of the room, I see.
It's okay.
So I am on day, I think, 8 of employment, but, working with Linden as a district for a very long time. The dedication that this group provides
Because we do not know what we would do without you. And then the little donuts made by the kids in room one. I love this. My kids are all grown up now and don't make me feel yet. Take this up. Thank you very much. All right, and last but not least, we have Linden High School, and I think Ella Clark saying a few things. However you want to do it.
Hello, I'm Ella Clark, as all of you know, and I'm at the podium this evening to represent Linden High School Student Council. As the Student Council President, I want to thank the school board for being the master chefs of our district and community. While we students are the ones in the kitchen, it is your recipe for success and your service that provide the perfect ingredients for education. Student Council admires how you blend the community, staff, and students together to create the finest blend of learning possible. Again, thank you for all you do to keep our success moving. And on a side note, taking my role as student representative on top of this has really made me appreciate your guys' roles, because I never could have imagined all the work that you guys do without being here, and it really shows and it really matters. So as a small taste of our appreciation, we'd like to present you with this gift, and I have plenty of aprons for all of you.
I love your analogy. That's probably not what it's called, but I've never been called a master chef before, even ask anyone in my house, so I really appreciate it. In fact, I think I might extra put that on here, so I'll wear it out. Well, I'm surely learning something. Thank you, Ella, and please pass along our gratitude to the student council as well, because I know you guys do so much for the school, and they're such leaders at the high school as well. And now, actually, last but not least, because I knew I was gonna screw something up on my list here, I think we have Hyde Elementary, Mr. Strickert is here, I think, sorry,
You shouldn't have to apologize, I was sitting there.
just saving the best for
I was
last.
hoping that, but next year worm you ahead of time, that'd be great. No, I just want to tell you all thank you, and I appreciate Mr. Miller and Sweet Carter here for stepping up to represent Hyatt. You oversee the whole district, but you're also heroes to all of us, and so we're giving you a little token here for something for you. If you take care of everybody else, this is just something maybe your time, you want to share with somebody else, that's up to you. But the salsa is homemade from Mrs. Thomas, and I don't like to share it with anybody when I eat that stuff, but totally up to you guys on that. They just want to share a little bit with you now, for our appreciation.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here tonight and for all that you do for our district. I'm Mr. Miller. This is Ms. Carter O'Connell. Well, I was gonna say, it doesn't sound like it's going to be the speakers. This is Carter O'Connell, and we are proud to represent our Hyatt's heroes.
We wanted to start by saying how much we appreciate everything you do for our school, our teachers and our students. We know your work is very important and sometimes not so easy.
Your decisions help us learn, grow, and succeed every day. You really help our school stick together. Kind of like nachos and cheese.
And in case you were wondering, we are very thankful for your support, your leadership, and your dedication to education.
So, on behalf of Hyatt's Heroes, thank you for all that you do. You are not show average Board of Education. Thank you for listening and for always supporting our schools.
That was wonderful, and in our bags from them, you can probably guess, but there's some nacho chips, and it sounds like like homemade queso, so that's awesome. That was very cute, what a good idea. Ms. Carter, you have a future in public speaking, I'm sure of it. Thank you for being here tonight. All right, well, thank you again on behalf of the entire board, for all of you coming out, giving us your appreciation, the gifts. Honestly, every day that we're able to, make decisions that we can see come to fruition that help our district, makes our job worthwhile. And it's an honor to serve on the board, so thank you all for your support. We know sometimes, as was mentioned, we don't always make decisions that everybody finds popular, but we make decisions that we think are in the best interest of the district. And if you get a snow day, we'll take credit for it if you don't. Anyway, but thank you all for coming out. Drive safely this evening. Actually, you're not leaving yet, because the very, very best part of the board meeting is next. And I'm so glad that there's so many of you here in the room for this. So I'm hoping everybody will stick around just a few more minutes, and then I'll take a little break and let you all cut out if you want to before we get to the really good stuff. Our student recognition, our students of the month are here this evening, and so this is always the very best part of any board meeting, is when we get to recognize our amazing students of the month from each of our buildings. So we'll get to those here. We're gonna start, looks like, I'm gonna go a little bit opposite. We're gonna start with Linden High School today. So Mr. Dresky, if you wanna come, I know that's like, you're never first, are you? Just keeping everybody on their toes today.
Well, thank you. We'll start out. Our student of the month is Emily Searle, so if Emily would come on up. And on behalf of her, yes, please. Just finishing the first semester, so I'll take over. I've got some information that I'll read from her teachers to embarrass her about what a fantastic young lady she is. So, ironically, Mr. Hall, who is a new hire for Linden High School, had her the first semester in social studies. Emily's an obvious choice in every aspect that I've seen her. She's strong and caring in the classroom. She's attentive, often leads discussions and lines of questioning that benefit other students. And as a coach with Powderpuff, she was the captain and unquestioned leader of the team. She is in the classroom a student every parent would love for their child to sit next to. On the field, she's a teammate every student athlete would love to play with. Her attention to detail and strong desire for leadership made her stand apart. For Mr. Daly, Emily in English. Emily is an amazing student. Last semester was his first experience with her in class. She stood out to him right away just based on her strong work ethic. She cares about her education. She's clear, doing well in high school, and is a priority for her. Aside from academics, she's a very friendly, kind student, gets along with peers. Emily is more than deserving of this nomination, and we are at Linden High School very lucky to have her. I agree with that 100%. And I got some information from Mr. Gates as well. I didn't know this until I asked him after school. But he wanted to provide some information as well. Emily's a fun-loving kid, brings positivity and energy to every environment. She has meaningful, respectful interactions with her peers and staff, always shows kindness and enthusiasm. On one of his random visits to the classroom, he found out that Emily and a group of her friends, they enjoy word searches. They have in the main office, they don't let me be a part of it, but our main office staff, they have a national word search championship that they hold every month. And currently Emily is the champion of the word search competition and has a traveling trophy. According to Mr. Gates, and I agree, she's awesome, amazing student, but she's a better human being. So congratulations.
Congratulations. Oh, before you go too far, Mr. Nagy actually brought treats for the students of the month today too. So you guys got here the right day if you want to grab a napkin. Oh. Perfect. Yeah, congratulations. All right, up next we'll do our Linden Middle School Student of the Month. I see Mr. Belil here.
Thank you. I would like to congratulate all of the student of the month and would like to say thank you to the board for everything that you guys do throughout the school year. We had a great student of the month, a sixth grader, Julia McGraw. It always is a little tough if they're eighth grade because we're shipping them up to the high school in 6 months, but we had her for 2.5 more years, so it's a good day for us. Ms. Towsley is here to talk to you.
My name is Melissa Towsley, and you've all seen me quite a bit. I'm Julia McGraw's ELA teacher. This is my third year teaching and my third time presenting Student of the Month. And I just want to start by saying that I love this so much. It's probably one of my favorite parts about the job. It's just a great reminder of how lucky we are to be here in Linden. Julia was chosen as LMS Student of the Month for a multitude of reasons, including her kindness and dedication to her education. I could personally go on and on about how much I love having Julia, but I thought I would read some of her other teachers' kind words. Your art teacher, Miss Sainhold, says that Julia is an endlessly talented individual. She puts a ton of effort into her artwork, and it pays off. They look amazing. Not only is she talented and a hard worker, she is helpful and kind to her teachers and peers. She often asks about my day and is willing to help others on their projects when they are stuck. She's a joy to work with, and I will definitely miss her next quarter. Your social studies teacher, Mr. Mishroy, mentions that Julia is always willing to help others. She is not afraid to lend a helping hand or even ask questions for others when they won't. She is a leader in any classroom, not only by actively participating, but fostering accountability with her classmates, making everyone around her better. That's true. And finally, Julia's science teacher, Mrs. Molnar, reported back that Julia is an impressively metacognitive learner. You know Ms. Molnar, that's a Ms. Molnar word. She said, as educators, we often find ourselves trying to explain the reason why we want our students to do an activity or participate in a lesson. And on a good day, you can find about 5 or 6 kids nodding their heads, but kids like Julia really just get it. Julia doesn't just value the learning she's doing, but the how and the why behind it. Talking to Julia about her learning is a special kind of classroom magic. Molnar went on to say, teachers are lucky to have multiple sources of support that we truly enjoy. We receive support from administrators, colleagues, students, parents, and the community. And we are also lucky enough to receive a surprising amount of support from the students in our classrooms as well. And if student support had a face, it would be Julia's. Julia, you are a wonderful and thoughtful student and human, and congratulations on being LMS student.
Up next, we have Central Elementary.
I would like to invite Kennedy Keene, who was our Student of the Month for January, and Mrs. Perkins, who is one of her teachers, who has some kind words to share about why she was chosen, as well as some information that Mr. Sin wanted to share too.
All right, Mr. Sin and I chose Kennedy Keene, and I asked Mr. Sin if he would write some things up today, and I would come to the board meeting. So we both agreed that Kennedy, she came in a little shy, and I think she's just kind of like that until she figures out what the classroom's like, who her teachers are, and everybody else. So you are academically a strong student. You are always studying. You are always volunteering answers. You are one of those kids that we don't want to move to 6th grade, okay? And Mr. Simone, I just adore you. You're a hard worker. You help others. And you are Mr. Sin's assistant. And I'd like to quote what he said. He said, if only she could come out of her shell and show her personality, well, she became comfortable in her new classroom environment, and wow, her personality really came out. It's huge. You're also involved in extracurricular activities such as volleyball, soccer. So she does manage her time well when it comes to studying for a test or completing any assignments. Mr. Sin said, I feel like I am cheating the system. I have a free teacher assistant. She helps other students who need help. She helps keep the classroom organized. She helps students catch up on their lessons. And she even runs errands to the other parts of the building for me. You are truly a blessing to both of us. You are wonderful. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We won't let them keep you in fifth grade, don't worry. They might want to.
Let me tell y'all, but.
Congratulations.
And my other students are keepers too, okay? I didn't want to leave anyone out. And my past students, you were keepers too.
All right, up next is Hyde Elementary.
Welcome back.
Oh, now this is making a lot of sense.
Hey, we've got something that's good.
Exactly. That's good.
So again, I want to thank you, we do love this, and Mr. Miller with this outstanding second grader, Chris Carter. Thank you to your family, everybody showed her, she truly is a delight, but I'm not gonna steal everything from you.
Thank you. This month, Hyde Elementary is excited to recognize second grader Carter O'Connell as our Student of the Month. Carter is a shining example of what it means to be a kind, dedicated, hardworking IA hero. Carter goes above and beyond in everything that she does, demonstrating consistency and soar expectations. Her perseverance, her integrity, and her kindness stand out daily. Also, she goes above and beyond in being helpful, always willing to lend a hand when others are in need. And she recently has been staying after school to add her effort towards the launch of our new media center. Very exciting. Carter's love for learning, participation, and positive choices position her as a leader within our classroom. She takes responsibility for her learning, and she encourages others to do their best as well. She is a lead by example kind of high hero. With Carter's drive and determination, she has a future rich with potential. And we are excited to see all of the great things she will continue to accomplish. Congratulations, Carter, speaking for all parties involved in your learning. We are so, so, so proud of you. Keep up the great work.
I'm glad Mr. Nagy brought this, so your guys will see that he talked to us tonight. That'll be good work. Yeah, Mr. Amos said take two.
One for Mr. Miller.
Look at, that's a true high hero. She's gonna take the one that she was offered there for the building. All right, congratulations, Carter. And last but not least, this evening, we have Linden Elementary.
Good evening again. We have brought some of our best and brightest here this evening. And like I frequently say, I am convinced that we have some of the cutest kids in the whole town, especially tonight. It is my pleasure to introduce Zane Beckham and his teacher, Mrs. Beckman.
Thank you. Good evening, and thank you to the board for everything you do, so I really appreciate you. But you have here a very true, good leader. From the moment he walked in the door,
these students are definitely very high achieving academically, no doubt. That's never what being student of the month is about. It's about just being a good human, a good classmate, a good friend, a good helper, and having, offering kindness and following the rules and just doing the right thing. And that speaks volumes for the families that are here with your students tonight, parents, grandparents, friends, teachers. It takes a village, as they say, and it's, because of your village that your student is being recognized tonight for all of the good things that they're doing in the classroom. And I'm sure that it's always a tough decision for teachers, because I'm sure there's lots of students that they can pick for student of the month, but it's very special when you get to be the one chosen. So congratulations to those of you that are here this evening for that, and to your families as well. With that, I will take a small pause. You are more than welcome. We would love it if you would stay for the remainder of the board meeting. It won't be too long tonight, I promise. But we will take a little break in case you have other things you want to do, for everybody to eat or get some photos or this evening. I'll take a little pause. Thank you again to everyone for being here. Thank you.
Good job, Brad.
Students that are here for your government class, you have to stick around a little longer. All right.
Here, here's Mrs. Strickland, right here. Here, go sit.
We can't let you out
Here,
there.
you wanna come right here, Mrs. Strickland? Here, go, here, right here. Okay.
Hi, how are you? Good, how are you?
Just wanted to give you an update on the program. We're doing SpongeBob. We are so throughout my 18-year career long program, I've always had a love of celebrating excellence. I mean, that's why we're on the group today. And I always tell them that we're doing so I want to celebrate this district. This is so much fun. I've been a part of over 20 shows. who just signed up to do tech, which is the hardest kid to get. And they came in and absolutely crushed it. I want to celebrate the excellence that you have had in this department. Not a single person from Bennett, Rescue, Ravenel, to even Montague, and months ago at Little League, no one's told me no yet. No, not anything yet. So we're gonna keep that rolling, right? But thank you for the funding, and thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for coming to the show. And we go live in March, and I'd like to invite you all tonight at the end meeting. Here to wait what we have going on. The set is literally props right there. We're going to be blowing away. I tried to do a little bit of research. It's 2018 the last time we did it. That's way too long, especially when we have great schools. I graduated from down the road. My grad and dad, and I come back home there. So we have an amazing opportunity where absolutely crushing the opportunity that we had. And I just want to say thank you for that. If you guys have any questions on the program or whatever,
So thank you for being here. Actually, I should have mentioned in advance as well, public comment is not interactive generally, so you just tell your comments, and if need be, we'll report back, or we'll ask you questions after we have some. And thank you for being here to bring up what's going on, and thank you for what you're doing to lead the program. And I would love to see you.
Yeah, so I'm going to stick
And
around.
I'm sorry that everyone left.
Oh, it's okay, man.
I've been seeing advertisements on social media, on the school website, so I know the information's getting out there as well. So thank you for
The
being
show's
here.
not the second of March, but it's still going forward. We're doing it, sure.
Okay, thank you. Okay, moving on to the consent agenda. Our consent agenda consists of minutes from our January 7th meeting, invoices for the month of December 2025, the personnel summary sheet, LHS grant for trip that's coming up in May 2026, and then the MEA recognition of the GSRP and Youth Association at the Village Revenue Center. The administrative recommendation is to approve the consent agenda as presented. Do I have a motion? Support. Been moved and seconded, to approve the consent agenda as presented. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. All right, we do have one action item this evening, and that is for the Genesee County Association of School Board Members, representative and alternate for the 2026 school year. As discussed at our last meeting, we do have to, as in every year, we have to vote on and representative and alternate to attend the county meetings on the third Thursday of the month. Ms. Hanson volunteered to be the representative as she's been the last couple of years, and she also recently was voted the secretary of the group at their last meeting last week, so congratulations and thank you for that. With that, it was, we had some discussion. I offered to be the alternate. Ms. Rambert had some interest as well, and can attend whenever she would like, as can any board member. So with that, I need a motion to approve Brooke Hanson as the Genesee County Association of School Board Members representative, and myself, Sherry Lott, as the alternate for 2026. Do I have a motion?
Support.
Been moved and supported. Any other questions or comments on this before we vote? All right, thank you again, Brooke, and again, congratulations on your role in taking that group. Helpful to bring information back and to share both ways with the county as well, so thank you. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. All right, we do have one discussion item this evening, and that is with regard to the Argentine property. Mr. Soselski has provided us with a lot of information, update in the way of a lot of written updates, and also answer a lot of questions in advance. So I will let him maybe kick this off a little bit, and then we can have some discussion, because we're not voting on anything this evening anyhow.
So again, just to kind of set the stage, prior to our conversation about the MDNR grant, working with Argentine Township, Greg Baddez and I, after some guidance from the board, had started communicating with a local realtor, Brian Will from Linden, with Remax. He put us in touch with a Remax Realtor out of Brighton who specializes in commercial property. So as we've gone through that process, getting information back from Mr. Luke, obviously at that point is when we got involved a little bit more with Argentine Township. Teresa Selsky was here to talk about the MDNR land acquisition grant. Got great response from the board. My conversations with members of Argentine Township, same kind of response. At our board meetings, as we talked about the Argentine property, obviously part of my job and the board's job is to bring information to the board. We did receive a contract, draft contract from John Luke, and so obviously I didn't want it sitting there without guidance from the board. As far as do we move forward with that? Do we stay on track with the Argentine Township collaboration with that property? And so that's why I've got it on for discussion item, again, for guidance from the board. And moving forward, John Luke, the realtor from Remax out of Brighton, he's well aware of the conversations that our board has had in regards to the Argentine property and the collaboration with Argentine Township.
All right, thank you, Ross. Yeah, I know at the last meeting, or when Teresa Sosowski was here, I think the board kind of unanimously appreciated her efforts and thought that that would be a great solution to long-term plan for the property with the Michigan DNR grant, but there's still some unknowns with that. And with that, I guess just in making sure that we're doing our fiscal due diligence to the district as well, we have to make sure that we're exploring all options. So in the long run, we, it's not a long-term liability or anything like that, or cost the district more. What comments or questions do you guys have on this? Mr. Murphy?
Well, as per our last meeting, Mrs. Selsky gave us that option that was presented to us regarding the DNR land acquisition, to convert that property to a park forever and ever. I thought that was a great idea. I appreciate the fact that Argentine Township is fully supportive of that way of handling property. I think the price option of what we'll get out of that will be similar to what we did if we sold it. So I'm in favor of supporting Argentine Township and in their pursuit of this land grant. It'll be a very nice little park facility for the community. They've done so much over the years to support in the community schools that I think this was a small way to pay them back. So I think we definitely should let the time run it'll probably be close to a year before we can make a different decision other than following this grant process. So, we'll keep on the building over that year's time frame, but there's nothing to say that if we did put it out for listing that we would sell it within a year anyway. So, I think it's in our best interest to just not try and run simultaneous tracks, but to run the land grant out first and foremost, and then if that doesn't come to fruition, then we can look at putting it for sale. That's my thoughts. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Murphy. Mr. Rainey?
Is regarding the verbiage of the actual, it's essentially when the DNR grants the grant, is there verbiage that would stipulate that this has to be held in perpetuity for a specified amount of time? Who owns the property? Is it an Argentine Township property then?
Yes.
And do we have the ability to lock that down for 50 years, 100 years, or forever?
So, I have not seen language like that. What has been communicated to me is there's a couple options through this process. One of the opportunities we and Argentine would have is, we got close to that point, there will be contracts in place that could stipulate those type of parameters. My understanding with the grant in general, that if, yes, we would deed the property over after it was flattened, and then Argentine Township would care for it and keep it in the park. That would be the intent. If Argentine Township, and this is my understanding, based on my communication with Teresa about the grant, if they made the decision to sell the property, they would be liable for that 75% that the state, the maximum that the state may give us. That would be returned to us. And again, I can't give you a 100% confident answer on that, but that's what's been explained.
I think, as well as what Mr. Murphy said, I think it's important that we, instead of looking somebody were to come along and make us an offer, that would essentially not honor the time and energy that has gone into the grant process. So from that aspect, I think the grant process is absolutely the best path forward for us. It's just my opinion. Thank you.
Yeah, on that note, cause I just to comment back on that real quick, we also wouldn't have to sell it though. So if somebody could make us a full price offer above, and we could say, you know what, we're not gonna accept that, cause we're gonna hold off on what's going on, you know, and wait and see what happens with the grant. Because I've kind of been more in the camp of, obviously the grant is, I think we all agree, like the best solution for the space, and it would be amazing if that's how it works out, but it also requires, you know, like the 5-year plan from Argentine Township that hasn't been developed yet, and some additional things that, you know, we could a year or 2 years from now find out that that's not gonna happen, and then we've been sitting on the property that long. That's a cost to the district, so I kind of have been a little bit more of the thought process, just go down both paths and see where we go, because neither path is like my understanding is that the grant is not gonna not go our way because we have it for sale, and also if somebody offers to buy it, we don't have to sell it. I mean, like Mr. Sosalski and I were kind of chatting, there would be probably some realtor fees and things like that that the district would have to pay out anyway, if we decide not to sell it, but, just to see if there's any interest. Properties like this don't sell very quickly, so, I mean, do we need to be in a huge hurry to list it? Probably not, so maybe we could kick the can down the road at least a couple months and kind of see how we progress with the township and that, but, I also think from kind of a business responsibility in the district, we need to keep our eyes on both lanes just in case the DNR thing doesn't come through like we want it to. We don't wanna be a couple years down the road and then say, well, now where are we at? So just something else to think about. I mean, I think we're all on the same page, I just kind of been thinking out of both sides a little bit.
Essentially what you're saying is we're not at the point where it's committal at this point.
That's not my
We can
understanding.
kick both tires, we can kick the tires and keep going down the dual path.
We could.
One additional question. Do we have environmentals for down there? We've got done when we updated the building? I'm just curious if we have those already.
To some level,
Yeah.
to say we have 100% EPA type, what's the word I'm looking for? Assessment, no. No. There will be some, I'm assuming there'll be some abatement,
Sure.
with the age of that building.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Brandon.
I just wanna say, I really appreciate, Teresa following through with all the grant thing. From what I've known of her, she does not let things slip, like if she wants something to happen, she's very, persistent on making it happen. And I know from what I've been told, that Argentine, I think, is proactively looking at this. I know Mr. Wrigley's here, so thank you for being here. And I also understand that this is part about maybe listing it. I don't want to list something, like, yeah, you can maybe have it, when pretty much we're all in agreement that we wanna do this with the DNR grant. And right now, like you said, the commercial real estate is at a very low selling point, and then I don't wanna pay fees to a realtor for, well, maybe we'll list it. So I don't know if we need to discuss it more, and I also don't wanna insult Argentine Township if they're ready to go on this, and then they're like, well, we have this option over to, I think that could be insulting to them as well. And I just think that if we can do this, it's not gonna cost a lot of money to wait, why even list it? That was like my opinion of it.
I just want to say that I'm kind of, I've had the same path of thinking as you on this one. Like, I don't think it hurts us to list it, and it doesn't cost, we're not being charged to list it, are we?
If, what Mr. Luke indicated to me, that if we listed it, then at any point we decided we don't want to list it anymore, or sell property, there would be some realtor fees for his work. He did not give me an hourly, he did not give me an approximation, he just said there would be some fees. And on that, there would be some fees that we would be responsible for throughout this granting process. Most of them, I'm assuming, are gonna be legal fees. You know, as we communicate with our legal counsel. You know, just make sure everything's up and up.
Yeah, okay, it's, hearing that, you know, I'm kind of torn, I mean, I really want this grant to go through. But I also don't want us to be in a predicament, like if it doesn't happen and we're behind. So it's really hard right now for me to say definitively what we should do.
I think something that Mr. Sosalski and I talked about, at least
yeah, I don't think we wanna muddy the waters by having two different things going, because I think we're sending two different messages. So updates, as you guys know, I'll be bringing those back. I know, working with Teresa, talking with Ed, you know, we're anticipating a couple meetings coming up. Just, again, to work together to move this forward. There is an April 1st deadline. Obviously, with some work Argentine Township is doing and undertaking, in collaboration, we don't anticipate meeting that April 1st deadline. We have been told by the Michigan DNR that they will open up an October 1st deadline for us, meaning this grant, because this grant fits the specifications of what it was designed for. Again, no guarantees, because that's a process, an application process, but I felt that was a very good sign with our preliminary conversations that we've had with the MDNR.
So maybe with that, we just look to discuss again in a couple months, see where we're at, get regular updates, and either take action if we've had, you know, if something changes, or look to push off till after the October potential deadline, and at that point, plenty of time will have gone by to get the ducks in the row, and if it's not yet, then we have to just do what's best for the district and at least see what interest might be there. I mean, that sounds reasonable to me. Mr. Haney, did you have something else?
Yeah, just another point to note, in the comps that he did.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, in the comps that he did,
Yes.
you know, the other couple school buildings, one in Otter Lake and one in Ira Township, those are similarly sized, similarly priced, they've been on the market for a long, long time. So
I
just,
think one of them sold, right? And go ahead and note on that, or I might be looking at a couple. Okay, not those two then.
I don't think those two did.
Okay.
Was there one that sold that I didn't realize?
Looked at a lot of that stuff.
I know. So, I mean, it is a limited use, unless they were to turn it into possibly residential, if that's put on the road.
Yeah, I think that's part of the point though, of like getting it on the market, is because it's gonna take a while, but also, you know, we're all in alignment on wanting the DNR thing to work out, there's probably no harm in holding off a little bit. I just wanna speak up, because it's not, you know, that we're continuing to work with the township is kind of holding up their end of what needs to be done, so that we can keep moving along, and if we don't have, you know, if we can't meet that October deadline potentially, then.
And we'll know, you know, like I said, we're, Teresa's been spotted from our, again, working with the Argentine Township, you know, we're gonna know soon, steps, a little more accurate timeframe.
Very comfortable with that. Alright.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Russ, and everyone who's, been doing a lot of work on all of this, so. All right, well, that was our only discussion item this evening. So with that, we do not have a closed session either, so at 7:03, we are adjourned. Students that are here for class, you can come up and have one of us sign your